tries to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come back, come back. Hey, Blue Lady. Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Come back. Black 22. 2 jet. Black 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Colby Listenby, 69 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Black 99 Philly.
A first down carry now for Miller. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Black 99 Philly.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 36 yards. And the Texans are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slow.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Reset.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Taylor. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
After the interception, here's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 43 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Texans were penalized 124 times last year, 3rd most in the NFL, and now they come up 1st and 15.
Back 22. Come back, 22. Come back.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this 1st half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Tiger. Set. Black 22. Black 22.
Again, it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Slow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Moncrief brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Slow.
On second down, Taylor completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Caught Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He's got Fuller. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So we reach halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw on second is Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Richmond. Hey, back 22.
Watson off play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Slow.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Whitney merciless. In there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, flag 22. Flag 22. Come back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are in for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Slow.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, it's Watson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first and 10, it's Taylor. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Here's a give to Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On second down, here's Taylor. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw on second down, Taylor. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Fournette. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And here comes the Texans now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw is Watson. He's going to let it fly. The guy's man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
On first down, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A handoff to Fournette. And some room to work. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Taylor going to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Green, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know.